Hello everyone, ShaktiShivaTarot here for your love read for all twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts, sacred unions, for your person. So we're here to find out what it is that your person is, what's going on with your person. So soul memories, lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So right off the bat, I'm already picking up that you and your person have been together in past lifetimes. This card seems very Atlantis connected, underwater world, where I'm feeling like it is a deep connection originating from Atlantis. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Yeah, so maybe some of you are remembering at this point in time that you are having, that you've been here in past lives. So maybe that's some of you, for some of you that's coming up, whether it's come up before or not for you. I think that's something that either you or your person are going through right now, is the recognition of this not being your first rodeo here, right? And possibly them recognizing that it's not their first rodeo with you either here on this earth, right? And then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. This is all about the inner child and getting in touch with that inner child and doing a lot of inner child healing. So I feel like your person, and this could be you as well, it could be picking up on your energy as well, but I feel like you or your person are going through just a serious awakening right now, where I'm going to address your person here. If you're resonating with this as well, then awesome. But I'm addressing your person right now. I feel like your person is going through a deep awakening where they're coming into the recognition of this soul contract possibly that they have with you. The soul memories that they have of you from Atlantis, from other past lives. Maybe they're getting in touch with their talents from Atlantis. Those gifts and talents of telepathy, of telekinesis, healing energies, and they're just, you know, it's like they're just having this awakening, like, okay, I've done this before, I've been here before, I've had these gifts, and also recognizing that you have also shared a past together, and through that, also unraveled in that awakening is the inner child, right? And so I feel like this person could be going through a lot of inner child healing right now, maybe even going through the dark night of a soul type of situation, but just really getting in touch with who they are at a core center, really getting in touch with their inner gifts, right? Like, where maybe this person was blocking them out, not really focusing on their spirituality, focusing more on the material world. And so, you know, getting back in touch with their pure innocence of that child innocence is really helping them get in touch back with those inner passions, those rare gifts that they had as a child that they maybe stopped harnessing as they got older. But I also do see here karmic relationships. It says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. And so I feel like maybe your person could be going through a karmic relationship right now. Maybe they're tied to a karmic relationship. So maybe at the moment you are not, I mean, whether you're in communication or whether you're with this person or not, there's a karmic relationship tied in here. And it could be with your person as well. Maybe you guys have some kind of karmic lesson, karmic contract to close out. But you've definitely been helping each other grow on this journey. There's a sense of soul growth here through the polarity, through the duality, right? That exists between the two of you. Because if we're dealing with, you know, a mirroring soul, then it was the triggering of those opposites, right? The conflict between those opposites that created that soul growth, right? And then it says big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Sorry, I'm not showing them. That was karmic relationships, and this is big picture thinking. And what I see here with this cards is like there's two sides of the coin, right? There's two sides of the situation. Here's one side of it, the upper world in a sense, and here's the other flip side, right? There's two worlds here. There's two sides of the coin. There's two sides of the story. So if there has been some conflict, right, because there was some karmic relationships getting tied into the situation, this card is about looking at the bigger picture. You know, maybe you're seeing it from this perspective, right, from ruin, because the conflict maybe created some kind of separation, some kind of ruin, right, a tower moment. And so, forgive me, you may be still seeing it from this side of ruin, right? And it's about flipping the perspective to see the beautiful golden arc that's here, the beautiful landscape that's here, the love and light that exists on the flip side. I am being guided to look at this one and the last one. So I'm going to quickly flip through. Lost lands. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea into life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that the lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today. In a different dimension, I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experienced them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of the lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Repeat after me, putting your hand on your heart. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. Wow, so I definitely feel like you probably are multi-dimensional being, you and your person. Both of you, I'm definitely feeling a lot of mirroring energy. it seems to me like it's just, like, even if you aren't together, even if you're not like physically together or even in communication, your energy is energetically like intertwined, is what I'm seeing here. And so I feel like you guys have done this before. I feel like this is, whether you've met this person or not, whether it's someone new or someone from your past, this is not the first time you've been together in this life. And then big picture thinking. Huge Atlantis vibe I'm picking up from this, you guys, like huge. Okay, this one, big picture thinking, says the Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those who, with enough courage to question the ways things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. I know that's what I'm doing. I've been questioning like everything. My brain is like, what about these new vaccines? What? Who? What? Where'd they come from? Isn't it a coincidence that they just fucking came out of nowhere? And who has them? No. Question. Boop, 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 boop. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Pleiades support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you. Forgive me, I'm so sorry. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think, for it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's a reality. So maybe some of you are receiving visions of a new world, of a new earth, of a new dimension, of a new paradigm, of a new way of being, of a new way of living, and all these things are coming to you. And this card is literally asking you to inspire those ideas. Try not to push them away when they come. Know that they're coming from a place of truth within you. And about expressing it, so maybe your thoughts that are coming in are like out of this world and you're afraid to like express them and talk about them with people because it's like that bizarre. And this card is telling you that don't care about what others think or gonna say or whatever, just speak your truth. And then it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Beautiful. All right. I'll take a couple archetype cards. All right, these are the ones. So we've got Dawn. Wow. Light attributes spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So someone here is quite seductive. It could be divine masculine or feminine. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling like it's divine femme here. Shadow attribute, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. It could be divine masculine or femme, but they're telling me to put it over here for the divine femme. So being cautious about being in your shadowy energies and using your sensuality to get what you want, right? It's like using your power of sensuality and romanticism to manipulate. So watch out for that. But the positive side is the light attributes is it spotlights your positive seductive qualities. So I'm not saying not to be sensual, because being sensual is a very natural thing to do. What I'm saying is not to use your sensuality to manipulate others. That's a huge thing. And it could be, and this could very well go for the masculine if the divine feminine is like, oh no, that's not me. But remember, we are mirroring each other. So you have to ask yourself, have you ever been like that at any point? Maybe not with your twin, but with someone else, right? And so it's about becoming aware of the fact that you and your twin are mirroring each other. And if he's doing that or she's doing that, then you possibly may be doing it as well, or may have done it at some point. Child wounded. Light attributes awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. All right, so they're like, this is the divine masculine, this is the divine feminine. And it, like I said, it could be flip-flop. It doesn't really fucking matter. At the end of the day, you guys are both masculine and feminine, so it doesn't matter. But they want me to switch it. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resisting moving on through forgiveness. So I just feel like this is just a major theme. So the divine feminine needing to forgive, because obviously our divine masculine has been in some Don Juan, wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of energies, right? And so there's a, not saying that you need to stay in the dysfunctional relationship or forgive them for their bad behavior. What I'm saying is forgive the situation, forgive yourself for allowing the bad behavior, right? Because like I said in the past before, that, you know, maybe the red flags were there and we were overlooking the red flags, right? So when the red flags are there for a reason. If you choose to overlook them, then that's your choice. And you have to take responsibility for those choices, right? Okay. So we're gonna go in with the dreams of Gaia and find out what's going on. We're gonna lay some foundational work. What's going on at the heart of the situation. We've got the Empress, the Mother. So this is new beginnings. This is nurturing, being compassionate, being gentle, nature. But new beginnings, possible partnerships, possible pregnancies. You know, the Empress is fertility. The Empress is, like I said, birthing, new beginnings, rebirths, fertility. It could also, yeah. So I was lost in thought in there. I'm not taking it. Okay, so we've got the, at the heart of the center, we've got the Four of Wands, which is our 1111 card in the original tarot. And in the original tarot, it's about stable foundations, building a solid foundation, a stable home, a stable family, a stable relationship, a stable job. But this card here is talking about action. This card here is, it just reminds me, like, I've got my eye on the target, and you are the target. The Queen of Pentacles. Someone very motherly, someone very earthy. That could be earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus you're dealing with, or you or your person. somewhere in your chart. And then we have the King of Fire. Okay. So King of Wands over here, very passionate, very attractive, very action-oriented, go-getter. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But someone who is just very dedicated to, it's like I hear dedicated to the cause, dedicated to you know, to like very active person. This person's very active. I see them like, you know, like the head honcho, you know, calling the shots, taking action, being the dominant one, but also being that very passionate Don Juan, you know, maybe has possibly been more in the shadow aspect of it, right? Using their romantic attraction to fulfill their own private agendas, like it's, and I don't want to say selfish, you know, but this person seems quite selfish. Just really, you know, thinking about themselves and what they need to do and how they, and you know, like this person, like I said, is very active, doing a lot of things, taking leadership, and it's like they're more concerned about that, right? And living this Don Juan lifestyle. And that's just what I'm picking up right now, okay? We'll see if the energies change. And then we've got the Divine Mother over here, the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like is over here, the wounded child, right? Very earthy, and you don't have to be an earth sign. You can just be a very earthy person, you know, very into nature, very mothering, very nurturing, very compassionate person. So we could be dealing with an earth sign or a fire sign. But with these two cards that came out together, the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, somebody wants, and this is the heart of the situation. So at the heart of the situation, there is an opportunity to build a stable foundation. There's an opportunity to build a stable home, a stable family, a stable relationship, and working hard. I feel like somebody's working really hard to manifest that here. We'll find out who it is. And so there is a possible opportunity for a rebirth of the situation, a new beginning. There's hope here. I see rays of hope here. I see the innocence being restored, right? The innocence that was lost, right? Inner child. This is the inner child being restored. This is the inner child healing happening and being restored. I feel like you guys are doing a lot of inner child work individually or together, but I definitely feel like your inner childs are super connected. And it's from this past ancient origin, right? There's this like deep rooted soul bond that comes from the beginning of time, is what they just said. So let's go ahead and tap into the Divine Femme over here. We've got the King of Water, the King of Cups that just popped out, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles, which came out in the reverse. So I think there's been a change of perspective here for the Mother Crone. So one of you really using your intuition, your inner knowledge, your inner magic, very magical, maybe very intuitive. but really intelligent, really capable of seeing all sides of the coin, right? And so I feel like this person is it's like someone, I feel like, wants to work really hard towards bringing you. Someone feels bad about how they treated you here. They gambled with the relationship. There was a loss here. I feel like somebody left you, Divine Femme, behind, or maybe just did you wrong in some kind of way. Gambled, like I said, with the relationship. Maybe even an actual, you know, somebody having a gambling problem. You know, if you're married and they gambled away and lost some finances and you're mad at them because of that. That could be a situation here. And you could be dealing, this could be you or your person, but I see the King of Cups here. This is a water energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Maybe this is somebody you or your person left in the past, is that water sign, that they had a loss with that water sign, and they're working hard to come back towards you. The Page of Fire, so communication. This is, you know, clear understanding, coming in with passion, coming in with integrity. After having maybe done a lot of work with self, working really hard on self in order to bring this communication forward with passion, right? And so that could be you or your person, Divine Femme, you know, whatever you're resonating with. I could be flipping, you know, I'm picking up on both energies. Like I said, you guys are mirroring each other. So it could really go either way here. So just take it as it resonates. If it resonates, that means that what that means is that you've already thought of it. It was your intuition, and I'm confirming it, right? If it's something that you're just like, oh no, then that means that it wasn't something that your intuition told you, and I'm not confirming. That's not your story. Okay, so over here for the Divine Masculine, I see them having a deep awakening here. 100%. Their perspective is being flipped upside down. Okay, so they may have been in these energies, and their perspective is changing. This is someone going through a deep spiritual awakening here, really finding the knowledge from within to understand what's going on a spiritual level. Okay, this is someone literally coming from the physical, from the earth realm, and connecting their spiritual side. So this is somebody like, you know, the material becomes immaterial, the immaterial becomes material. Like if this person, and so I'm feeling like this person, whether this be you or your person, like somebody here was more earthy, right? More in the material world, really good with finances, really good with work ethic, very good with the coin. And then somebody else here is really spiritual. And so this is about this person balancing out those aspects, the material world and the spiritual world, coming into a spiritual awakening, right? So like I said, this could be you or your person, doesn't really matter, but the point is that somebody here is up leveling from the material world and having a real deep spiritual awakening. This is soul contracts. This is the Page of Coins, which is a message coming through from your person in the physical. And so there's a need here to surrender, to release control and go into some deep healing. Somebody needs to forgive here. There's a need for forgiveness here. And so somebody needs to let go and release whatever is holding them bound, holding them tight, maybe possibly from, you know, from opening their hearts, holding them and keeping them rigid. it's about releasing that control and coming into a place of deep healing from within, so that way we can transmute this energy and then have an open heart and forgive, right? Then that's when shit really starts to happen. We've got the Hero. So this is a divine coupling. Young coupling, but divine coupling. The Hero and the Prince and the Princess of Wands. You know, the Hero and the King of Fire, all fiery signs, very, very fiery, you know, Earth. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This is the wish fulfillment, heart opening card. This is, you know, another spiritual awakening, but more on the spiritual level. Instead of coming from the material to the spiritual, this is more about opening the heart on a spiritual level, right? Wish coming true, the wish fulfillment coming true. Yeah, all right. Anything else from this deck? No? Okay. We sure? We sure? Okay, this one wants to come out. And so it came out in the reverse. This is the Nine of Arrows, and the Nine of Arrows in the original tarot is like, you know, insomnia, anxieties, someone being really broken up about this. And this fact coming out in the reverse tells me that maybe they're coming out of these energies, coming out of, you know, that paranoia, and having a shift of perspective, having a shift in shifting timelines. There's an eagle eye here. It's like they're coming into some deep awakening, and it's really opening up their spiritual eyes. Really opening up their third eye, their pineal gland. And so it's creating this energetic shift, which they are now able and capable to see these different parallel universes, these different timelines. Like I said in the beginning, they're now awakening to the truths that you guys have had past lives, that they have not, that this is not their first rodeo here on Earth and with you. Okay, moving along, using the Lover's Path Tarot deck, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Just all right, fine. I didn't ask a question, but okay. So it was the Sun and the Devil. Now, I feel like there is a situation here that there was some toxicity in the past. This is the Devil, you know, toxic behaviors, forces, external forces causing interference. This is being controlled by external forces, right? And so I feel like one or both of you are in this, but I'm feeling more so this is the divine masculine over here with their Don Juan energies. I feel like maybe they were being controlled by some outside forces, you know. Yeah, 100% being controlled by outside forces, but they thought that it was just them being themselves. Right? And so now they're like battling that. They're having this fucking awakening. Excuse me, I get passionate and I start to curse a lot. My bad. I'm trying to work on that, y'all. But I feel like this person is awakening to the fact that they are being controlled by outside forces. Whereas before, this person was like, you know, just thought that that's who they were, you know, like, oh, this is just my nature. This is just who I am. You know, I'm just being true to myself. But in reality, they're starting to awaken to the truth, right? The spiritual awakening that's happening. They're starting to awaken to the truth that no, it's not who they are. Who they are is somebody who wants partnership. Who they are is somebody who wants love and sensuality. Who they are is the King of Wands, not the Prince of Wands, the King of Wands. The King of Wands has been the Don Juan and realized that there's there's more, how do I say this? The King of Wands is the person, is someone recognizing that there's more power in having a strong companion, a strong partnership, right? Not needing to be the player, be the Don Juan. And so that's what these energies were about, right? The devil energies, the temptations, the controlling from outside forces controlling your Don Juan energy, right? And I feel like this is an awakening happening, that your person is literally recognizing that they are being controlled by outside forces. They are coming into that awakening right now. This is somebody who wants a new beginning. This is somebody who wants love, sensuality, a partnership, a possible co-creation with your, you guys together, either co-creating a business, a project, a family. This could be a pregnancy. With these two cards, this person could really want to start a family with you. And so they're awakening to the truth of the fact that they are being controlled by outside forces. And so this is their perspective shifting. This is their timeline shifting. This is them awakening to that realization and saying, I don't want to be controlled by anybody. And if that's something outside of me that's controlling me, I need to wake the fuck up, right? Yeah, and they're coming out of that superficial situation. It was like, I feel like they felt bound to it. Yeah, I'm holding these upside down, I am. Wow, okay guys. Yeah, I feel like this situation has left someone or both of you feeling like left out in the cold, right? And it could be because of these possible Don Juan energies, the possible devil temptations. There could be a situation there that somebody ended up feeling like this, getting left in the cold, whether it's you or your person or both of you feeling that way. Like I said, you guys are mirroring each other. But this is somebody's wish fulfillment, is to have this harmony, this partnership with you. This is a wish fulfillment here. Oh, my cards are all messed up, whatever. I see someone I see you both. It's just nobody's making any moves. No one's making any moves. All right, so let's clarify the Prince of Arrows. So your divine masculine could be spying on you. But this could also just be that, yep. So, I'm not taking any reversals, except for ones that come out clear reversal. This is, so I feel like your divine masculine is spying on you because, oh my God, these two cards came out earlier together for my read. Anyways, I feel like your divine masculine could be spying on you because they think that there's competition. There's word that there's competition, and so they keep spying on you, maybe on your social media, to check and see if they've got any competition. They're worried about that. They're worried about having a possible conflict because you've got somebody else. And so I feel like they're wanting to bring this new beginning forward. This is the Fool, new beginnings, being divinely guided. And this is the Hierophant, divine guidance. This could be a Sagittarius. Like I said, there's a lot of fire here, so you could be dealing, you or your person could be a fire sign or have it somewhere in their chart, strongly in their chart. But this is the Hierophant. This is a card of tradition. This is a card of, not only just is it a marriage card? Is it a commitment card? Is it an up-leveling? But this is the social structures. This is about social structures, right? And so what I feel like is I feel like there's a want for, you know, maybe this person wants to bring some kind of commitment or some kind of security to the relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. I feel like right now there's a breakdown of the old structure happening, right? So that's what this could be, is the breakdown of the old structure of being and creating a new way, a new beginning. So maybe they're gonna come in and offer some kind of security, but it won't be traditional. It will be a new beginning, a new way, a fresh start of uniting, but I'm just feeling it's not going to be in a traditional way. For some of you it might. For some of you this could totally be marriage. For some of you this could totally 100% be this person coming in with a proposal, this person coming in with you know, wanting to get married, wanting to commit or whatever, right? In a traditional way. But for some of you I feel like it's not going to be traditional. I feel like it's about finding that commitment, that security in the relationship, right? But it having its own way, its own beginning. It's about changing the old structure and creating a new way of being with your person. For the world, not just for you and your person. All right. And this is a desire. We've got the King of Arrows. So this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For on the divine feminine side, that could be you or your person. You know, you or your person, but this just means, you know, somebody who's quite cold, strict, rigid, emotionally detached. But in this one, you know, it's like this king has found a way to use their logic to get to the heart of, you know, the situation. And there's desire here. This is true heart's desire. This is the Chariot. This is your possible cold-hearted divine masculine or feminine, wherever, you know, this could be your person, somebody who is, you know, emotionally detached, maybe not really capable of expressing their emotions. This person, you know, quite stoic in their head, is ready to bring movement forward in the relationship. This person wants to move towards you with this new found information of this love that they feel in their heart. Look, he's got a bouquet of flowers in his, like, this person wants to come and have this new beginning with you. And it's their true heart's desire. And this is fate. This is destiny. This is literally, I mean, with these two cards, you know, it's being divinely guided. Wow. Definitely your king, 100% movement. Look at this. Movement and transitions, travel. And it could be astral travel. It could be actual travel once we are able to. Maybe this person isn't far from you and they're traveling to you because they can get in their car and come towards you. But this is transitions that move smoothly as if they were almost meant, as if they were meant to be, right? Like this, these are two cards of movement. This person, this King of Arrows, is coming in for the move. They're coming in. So if you haven't had any communication from your person and you know that that's your person, this person's coming forward 100%. Absolutely. 100%. I feel like they're just feeling a little bit bound right now by a situation. But the worst is over. The worst is behind. This is culmination. This is quick and sudden movement. So the worst is behind. This energy, the bound feelings, is behind. And so once this person finds that once this person decides to move forward, the communication is gonna come in quick and sudden, and it's gonna catch you by surprise. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Anything else? No? Okay. Yes. All right. Moving on to our more fun and sexy cards. I hate saying that word, but I mean, that's kind of what they are. They're really sensual, and you know, if you're not into these energies, go ahead and click off now. Thanks for joining. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Otherwise, stick around and let's see what the cards have to say. All right, so 10 of Pentacles, that, and 8 of Pentacles. Those are two mirroring, so that's double energies. We've got that for the Divine Femme, the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. And then for the heart of the situation, we've got the Magician and the 10 of Wands. And then for the Divine Masculine over here, we've got the Chariot, double energies. You see, he's coming for you. 100% planning on how he's gonna make that move. And we got the Hierophant. Holy shit, double energies. Double energy, double energy, double energy. And this one's the Hierophant on top of the Hierophant. I mean, like, it's even on the same side. Wowzers. All right. All right, and, right. King of Chalices. So divine coupling here. So you could be, we could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Oh wait, this is the King. So he came out twice. This is another double energy. King of Chalices, King of Water. All right. So the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So, you know, 8 of Pentacles, like I've said, is, you know, a lot of heart in the original tarot is a lot of like hard work and dedication towards a project, a person, a relationship, you know, a job. But here we're talking about a relationship. So a lot of hard work. Maybe the feminine over here has put a lot of hard work into this connection. And you're wondering, like, when am I gonna see the, you know, the, I don't want to say rewards, because we shouldn't be expected for rewards, right? Or any kind of return. But it's like, I feel like you're almost feeling like, when's the karma gonna flip and come my way, right? You know, like, I gave so much, like, when is the wheel gonna turn and actually, you know, and I'll be able to receive, is what I'm feeling. And then, the 10 of Pentacles is, you know, solid, is building that solid home, family, foundation, relationship. I feel like this is something that you really want, Divine Femme, and it's with this person that you want that with. So in this deck, though, the 8 of Pentacles is indifference. It says, magic in the cup of coffee. An affectionate, gentle, and tender approach helps to overcome your partner's indifference because it reflects simple and honest feelings. Yeah, so there's obviously some indifference here. And I mean, we can see that, you know, this person's wanting to come in with a new beginning because obviously something happened. There was the loss here, right, of something in the situation, the temptations here, right, created obviously some kind of indifference. And so I feel like, you know, this card is asking you, Divine Femme, to just be in your King of Cups energy. More loving, more compassionate, more empathetic, more understanding of the situation, and knowing that, like, I don't think, like I said, this was outside forces out of their control. This was out of their control. They thought they were in control. They thought that's who they were, and so they themselves believed it, and maybe this is why they, you know, they were able to walk away. And then it's like, the more away from you they were, the more they realized that there's something deeper here, and they're really awakening to the soul connection, which is making them awaken to this devil energy, this energy that keeps them bound. And so this is a cycle that they've been repeating on, right? And I feel like you're that person that has been able to help them break out of that cycle. And you know what? Maybe you had to walk away. Maybe some shit had to go down, and this person, you know, is healing, you know, feeling they're definitely in their I feel like they're really working hard to try and make something of themselves. It's like they really want to come forward correct with you. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And then the 10 of Pentacles is desire. It says the magic of the mirror. Vanity is the soul of love. You must love yourself to let yourself be loved, and you must love yourself before you can love another. And so this could be you or your person, somebody, you know, divine femme, but that desire that comes from loving yourself first was either needed by you or your person before they could actually accept your love. So if you know, maybe you were the one feeling like you've been putting a lot of hard work into this relationship and they weren't giving back, and you're waiting for, you know, the scales to tip back in your favor, I feel like this is telling you that they first needed to find the love within themselves. So they maybe needed to, you know, go on a journey themselves, that spiritual journey, that spiritual awakening, in order to be able to have the awakening of this newfound love. You know, like I said, getting into being able to be in these energies alone without you really awakened them to the truth that they were being controlled by outside forces, and they don't want that anymore. They want out of that because they want to be in control of themselves. That's what I'm feeling. So lots of 10s here, lots of 1s, new beginnings, 111. There's somebody needs to look that up. 10 of Wands is penetrating. The magic of the toad. The power of man meets the power of woman. Success in love must satisfy both partners. I feel here like, you know, y'all are very powerful individuals. And it's like these two powerful individuals coming together and creating this like immense, intense, like energy that's just a ball of like everything: passion, eroticism, sensuality, sexuality. Like there's intelligence here. I mean, there's like, it's like the whole package, right? And you guys create this like freaking ball of fire. And it's like saying, when it's coming from both sides, that's what creates this ball of fire. If one is, if they're not burning at the same level, the relationship isn't going to be successful. So being able to use your powers of the magician, manifestation, intention. It says magic, intention, desire is the drive behind a new story. Willingness and passion guarantee success. Yeah, it's like there has to be, both parties have to be willing to give to this relationship in order for there to be success here. When both the willingness and the passion, because the passion already exists, right? I feel like it was the willingness of maybe someone was unwilling in the past, and it could be your divine masculine over here being in their Don Juan energies, really, you know, not wanting to commit, not wanting to give up their freedom. And so, but I feel like that's not the case anymore. I feel like they've up-leveled into this king of wands, the king of cups, and they really want this new beginning with you. They really want like their wish fulfillment and yours. But we already know that that's yours, right? It's like you're over here sitting there waiting for that rose to come. You're waiting for them to come back. You're waiting for this communication, I feel like. And so this wish fulfillment is now, it's happening on both sides. It's being evenly balanced, where maybe in the past this person was not willing to commit, was not willing to accept their part in this soul tie, and now they are. And now they're wanting to move forward. This is the Chariot card. And the Hierophant. It's being fucking divinely guided. This is holy bejesus. I mean, the Fool, the Hierophant twice, and the Chariot twice. This is being divinely guided. This is fate, y'all. So whatever had to happen, right? Whatever bullshit y'all had to go through needed to happen. And I hate, you know, I'm not condoning anything that this person did if they really hurt you, Divine Femme, or vice versa. I'm not condoning anything that anybody did here. But what I'm saying is that this was part of the contract that you guys signed together before you came here. So accept and forgive. There's definitely some forgiveness needing here. All right, so the Hierophant, support. Magnetic powder. Before calling on a higher strength, you must protect yourself and be certain that you have support. Your intention must be clear. Absolutely. The intention must be clear. It's like, don't be calling up upon me and asking all this shit if you don't know what you really want. That's what I heard them say. It's like, make sure you're clear in communicating what it is that you really want. Just say it. Write it out. Say it. And then we got the Chariot. Conquest. The scepter of command. To conquer a rival, you must change tactics and perspective. Faking a retreat and then staging a forceful surprise attack. Oh, that's funny. So I feel like they're, you know, that's their tactic. Their tactic was to retreat, to disappear. It's like in that retreat and disappearing, they're able to, it's like they're trying to fake you out in a sense. Like, and so this is what I'm feeling. Divine Femme, you may be over here worried that you're never going to hear from this person again, or that they're possibly out there still fucking around and digging around, right? Like you're thinking that they're still in those energies of Don Juan. And because of the fact that they pulled away, because of the fact that they haven't communicated with you, because of the fact that they haven't reached out, right? And so this is that person's tactic. This is just their, like, you know, like the hunter. Like I feel like the hunter, you know, very masculine instinct of a hunter, like to retreat and hide until the prey comes to them, right? And so I'm feeling like they could be waiting for you to come to them, Divine Feminine, but you're smarter than that. And you're like, you want this, you come and get it. And so their tactic is to retreat, and they're going to come out quick. When they realize that you ain't making any moves, the quickness of that movement that they make is going to come like that. And you are not going to see it coming. they're gonna have a surprise attack on you, boo, and it's gonna be like, bam! You ain't even gonna see it coming. It's gonna catch you so off guard, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Where the hell did you come from? And so you over here thinking that they're like, you're like losing them, or that they're gone and that they're not, whatever. And in reality, that ain't the case, my boos. That ain't the case. All right, moving on. What are our angels telling us today? The Magician, double energies, guys. A lot of confirming energies here. Double energies. We've got the Magician, Archangel Raziel. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Yeah, I think that you guys are both manifesting this beginning, and you guys are going to be like magnets drawing towards each other. Magnetizing towards each other. Then we have the Queen of Michael. So we have another divine coupling over here. The King and Queen of Arrows. And she says, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Yeah, and so that's why I feel like the Divine Femme is not even worried about making that move to the Divine Masculine, because they're focusing on their finances. And they're like, I know what to do. I need to focus on my finances. And that's where you're at. And so your Divine Masculine, like I said over here, is spying on you, thinking that you're probably dating somebody else, and that you're with somebody else, and that they've got competition, and they're worried about that because you're not reaching out to them, because you are focused on business, but they think that you might be with somebody. And so it's funny because it's like, I feel like Divine Feminine, you're thinking that your masculine's doing something else, and Divine Masculine thinks that your femme's doing something else, and you guys are just totally fucking wrong. And it's like, surrender that shit. Time to release the control of what you think is happening, because y'all are in your head about it. And I don't want to say, I'm not trying to discount what you guys are feeling, but I'm saying that there's a lot of emotions here. There's a lot of passion here, right? And when there's a lot of emotions and a lot of passion involved in a situation, we tend to make mountains out of molehills. Let's just be real. And that's what I feel like is happening. So ground yourself and really call upon your angels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel, and Archangel Ariel. All right, it says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education and training. So maybe your Divine Masculine is over here learning some new stuff. I'm busy. I'll be out in a minute. And your Divine Masculines deep in the books, maybe learning some stuff, like I said, deep in their spiritual awakening. It could be school. But if it's not school, then it's spiritual awakening, knowing self, finding self. So one more. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. 4 of Cups. Yeah, for some of y'all, you can be possibly blocking this union, blocking communication because you are in your emotions about it. And so letting go of control, surrendering, knowing that it is being divinely guided. I mean, there's so many signs that it's being divinely guided. A new romantic cycle begins. This could be with you, with a new person, or with your person that we're talking about here that's from the past, because obviously the situation here is definitely from the past. Something, this is a situation here. And so I feel like this is a new romantic cycle with your person. The person wanting to come in and reconcile. The person wanting to come in with that new awakened state. Wanting to heal the relationship. Wanting to have this new fresh start and beginning with you. Yes. They're saying yes. I'm like getting a little hot over here, guys. I don't know what's going on with my AC, and I want to take my sweater off, but at the same time, I'm like in half PJs and I'm trying to be respectful. All right. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. For some of you, maybe that's all you have to do. Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. Like I said, for some of you, that's the actual reality here. Is that your person is going to come in with some kind of offer of marriage or commitment or engagement. Wow. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. It says give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there is a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. So if this person's a past person, if it's not, it could be a new person, but I feel for the majority of you, it's a past person. We've been dealing with this, right? And this time they're coming in for real. This time they're coming in the real deal. This time you don't have to worry about them being in their Don Juan energies because they've closed that cycle out. They've awakened. They themselves don't want to be controlled by those energies anymore. And they are working, they are battling really hard for this. So give your divine masculine just show them some compassion. Forgive. You don't know what kind of demons they're dealing with, okay? And so I just received the message for some of you, your person could be going through a really rough time right now, and maybe some of you are being guided not to reach out, and so listen to your own intuition. But if you feel like you're reaching out, even just letting them know you care, like, hey, you know, I hope you're doing well because of what's happening right now, right? It's like just reaching out and saying, I hope you're alive, I hope you're healthy, I hope you're well, right? Something like that might actually help this person and what they're going through in this moment in time, just for some of you. For those of you who are like, well, then it's okay? And listen to your intuition, but make sure it's not coming from a place of withholding your love. Make sure it's not coming from a place of like still being in anger and regret, or, you know, like in blame, right? Make sure that you're just like, make sure it's not coming from a place of ego, period. It's coming from a place of heart. You're like, no. I'm feeling in my heart of hearts that they're going through something and they want to come forward to me and I need to give them that space. Then more power to you. Feel that out and give them their space. But if you know that dropping a little bit of tender love and care right now in these times would actually make them feel, it's just about feeling secure, right? Maybe this person, like I said, thinks that you're that they have competition, and so they don't know if they should reach out because of that. And if you do, this person might have, you know, that might be exactly what they need in order for them to gather the courage to come out with that, with this new situation that they want to build with you, right? Because it's like, I feel like they're holding back because they're holding back because I feel like they're holding back because they're still working through those energies. So like I said, this is the part where you're gonna have to use your intuition. If you know that you're reaching out and letting them know that you care is gonna help them through that situation, then please do that. Use your heart and soul's intuition. But if you know that right now what they need is their time and space away, then also use your intuition to know that when they are ready, they will reach out. Okay? All right. Atlantis. Ooh. The Council. Wisdom comes full circle. All right, I'm gonna have to read this one, but I definitely feel like this is like your higher, like spiritual entourage, you know, the council gathering and having like a meeting of the minds talking about, okay, hey, this person's awakening, someone's awakening here. And it's like your team of your entourage has like, oh no, where's my book? Yeah, I can't find it right now, but so this is your team, this is your council, your higher council, gathering together and guiding this. This is what I feel like. This is why I feel like the Hierophant, the Fool, the Chariot. These all came out. These are all like, oh my God, this is all divine guidance here. Where's the other Chariot? Desire here. This is literally being divinely guided. This is fate, divine guidance. Whoa, that's your counsel, watching you from above, guiding this from above. Say hi to my sweet chili love. He's been so quiet over there on his little chair until now. And let's get some animal cards. All right, look, we got bat and starfish. So we have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Putting this over here for the divine femme, bat. And we have starfish, water, over here for the divine masculine. Say hi. You hear him purring, his little helicopter purr. I love it. Hi. Okay, this is beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, uplifting, artistic. When out of balance, artistic and expressive. When out of balance, gossips, feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. So I feel like this is definitely the divine masculine, and so coincides with the Don Juan energies over here, right? Like very good looking, right? The King of Wands, very attractive, very sexy, very sensual, probably well known for being all those things, right? Very good looking, like the starfish, you know, very pleasing to the eye, very mesmerizing. And so it's like they're used to having people just probably fall to their feet, right? They're used to having options. They're used to being able to be the Don Juan because they have options. They're a beautiful person. And I feel like this is like 100% what has been keeping them from their true soul calling, which, like I said, comes from ancient fucking times of Atlantis. And this connection is deep rooted in Atlantis. And I feel like once they were able to get out of these energies, once they were able to awaken to the fact that they were being controlled by outside forces, it awakened them to the truth of their soul ties. It awakened them to the truth of their soul memories of the past. And those memories include being with someone, a deep soul bond, which is you, right? And so that's why they're having, you know, they're awakening to this truth, and they want to come forward with this new offer of commitment, this new security. They want a new start. They want to start new with you. Wow. Okay. And then we've got the bat. I love bats. They're so fucking cute. And I believe I know one of my spirit animals is the bat also. Okay. Darkness, letting go. Death, leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and other things to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Okay, so for some of you, this could literally be meaning letting go of the past bullshit that happened in the relationship, right? The past, it's about letting go, not what they did, not forgiving what they did, not forgiving these energies of the Don Juan, you know. But it's about knowing that it was all for a purpose. And I don't want to say that it's not that it was all for a purpose, but this is just how it had to go. This was being divinely orchestrated, right? These energies are energies of the past. This is part of the social structure that's dying. This is part of the social structure that's dying, and this is what's needing to start anew. Is we're creating this new structure, leaving the bonds from the devil. That structure is over. It's done with. We've awakened to the Aquarius age. This is a new age. There's a new rising of the sun. This is illumination of these shadows. And this is the sun casting out these shadows. This is done and over with. And this is what is needing to be left behind. Because this is what my divine feminines are probably clinging to, is all the shit that happened in these energies. This is telling you, this read is telling you that they were bound by outside forces. Forces interrupting them, controlling them outside of them, right? Forces controlling them without them knowing. They had no control. And now that they know, because of the awakening that's happening globally, collectively, this awakening is happening to all of us, and this awakening is happening in this social structure where this is gone. And this new beginning of the innocent child, of the innocence of the golden children emerging, this can finally happen because those energies are gone. This is gone. The awakening is now. And it's being divinely orchestrated. So that's what's needing to be let go by the divine feminine. And for some of you, it could literally be this person because maybe they're not evolving. And that's something that you're going to have to discern. Oh, sorry. I already did this. But yeah. For the Divine Feminine, this could, the back card could also mean the death of your old self. This is a shamanic death, right? You yourself have gone through the death of the old self and are emerging this new being. And so knowing that as you are going through that rebirth, so is your twin, right? And so needing to let go of that old structure, the old everything that happened, all of it. It wasn't under your control. You guys were being literally puppeteered. So thank you for those of you who are in union with your person and you don't need any messages from your separated twins. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you for joining each and every time. I love you so much. And then for those of you who are needing any more messages from your twin, no? Okay. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. For some of you, that's the case. You may resonate with all, you may resonate with none. You are my sanctuary. You are the only person I could confide in. I betrayed your trust. I should have believed in you. You always had my best interests at heart. Yeah, for some of you, they lost your trust. And so that's something that's going to have to be rebuilt, right? And of course, they know that, you know that. Our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. And maybe that's the reason why this whole situation, if you weren't in those Don Juan energies and you were more like monogamous and knew that that's what you wanted, and this person was Don Juaning all over the place, that could be the indifference. And they just couldn't reconcile because, like I said, they wanted to be free. They wanted to be able to do their thing. And that's their path. And who are you to say that that's not what they should be doing, right? And if they came to the realization that they don't want to be bound by those energies anymore, then wonderful, right? But it being forced upon them was never going to go down the right way. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. And so guess what? That's what's going to come out now. That's the truth that's coming. Y'all wait for it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. For those of you who've been waiting, this is coming. For those of you who are done, I suggest just hear them out. Hear them out, because like I said, this time it's the real deal. So hear them out. I'm not saying that you have to do anything that you don't want to do. Just hear them out. See what they have to say. Because like I said, everyone is dealing with their own shit. We all are dealing with something in our lives. So if the love is really there, let's just be real. If the love was real, there's no way you can walk away from this person, because I can see y'all have been through a lot. And it's being divinely guided. This is something that is, like literally soul ties. So it's up to you. But I think that this person, it's just not the person, it's the connection. Okay, let's just be real. It's the connection that I see here that deserves a second chance. So give the connection itself a second chance. Try and see where you where you also had part in allowing certain things to happen, okay? And I'm not saying, like I said, that I'm condoning their behaviors, but I'm saying just be responsible about the possibility that maybe you overlooked some red flags, right? Okay, thank you guys for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you need, if you want me to go into a personal read for you, you want me to specifically talk about your situation, hit me up, let me know, we can do this. Thank you so much, love and light.